I'm not wrong, the earliest that an Israeli politician or a Zionist politician used the word indigenous to describe the relationship of Jewish people with Palestine was around the 2000s. Before that, someone would say ancestral home or ancestral homeland, but nobody would dare go near indigenous because indigenous bore the load of being savage in a way. And even Palestinians themselves were not really comfortable with the concept of indigenous until very recently, because it does bear a mark of stigma. For Palestinians, the problem was that the association with indigenous and indigeneity in a way was perceived as associated with loss and defeat. So they kind of like rejected the idea of defeat that was embedded in the indigenous. Hence, Yasser Arafat's famous speech about we will not be red Indians. And it's kind of very much of a late 19th language. Zionists have been using it. The idea that indigenous does bear a stigma because they saw the opportunity of using a new language that does work and does get recognition, especially when the indigenous communities began to claim sovereign title to land. At the end of the day, settler colonialism is all about land. So when the indigenous people were simply oppressed and fighting for their rights and their cultural rights, Zionism had no interest in claiming indigeneity. When the indigenous people instead started to get recognition of sovereign unceded land title, at that point, Zionism looked at that and said, hey, we can use that.